Warm tidings, everyone, and welcome back to the savage, fog-enshrouded streets of Silent Hill 2 Remake. Last time on Silent Hill 2 Remake, we found ourselves roaming into the neighboring apartments of Blue Creek, only to happen upon Angela once again. Alone and isolated, laying in front of a mirror with a bloodied kitchen knife so as to confront herself and her demons, Angela is overcome and beset with suicidal ideations. In efforts to comfort and connect with Angela, James attempts to accompany Angela for protection, but Angela's self-projected diminishment of self-worth leads to a dismissal of James's proposal. Attempting to disarm her of the knife she's clutching, James makes a sudden invasive movement that triggers a fervent standoff and traumatic response from Angela, a sure sign of psychological damages. Threatening, but not wishing to bring harm upon James, she abandons the knife and flees. Lurching into the dark bounds beyond, we find ourselves in a cage match fight for survival, with the mysterious red figure behind the bars from before, with the bars acting as a partition and symbolic barrier for an answer to a repressed memory and truth that James isn't adequately equipped to confront just yet. Moving beyond the apartments, we happen upon Laura once again, clasping Mary's farewell letter. Curious about the perplexing connection between her and his late wife, Mary, James inquires about it, but this only serves to anger Laura, who quickly vanishes back into the fog. Pressing onward, we find ourselves in the fluorescent rose gardens of Rosewater Park, a fond memory of Mary's when they had visited Silent Hill together prior. Wandering deeper into the park, expecting to find Mary waiting for him, we instead meet Maria, a spitting image of Mary in her more youthful years. Baffled by their similarity, James allows her to accompany him, showcasing a subtexted and repressed desire for vanity and a nod to his inner perversions. Wandering further into Rosewater, and after viewing a few historical landmarks of Silent Hill, most notably the monument of Jennifer Carroll, a woman executed presumably by Christians as a result of a conflict born from political oppositions who would come to be venerated as a saint by the local religious institution known internally as the Order, and the Lake Disaster Monument and Memorial, serving as an honor for the victims who lost their lives in a tragic accident, which could foreshadow Mary's portending illness and future in eternal rest. Traveling through the twisted and ruined roads of Silent Hill, James and Maria make their way through Heaven's Night, which subtly serves as a nod to his past substance abuse and desire to get well for Mary, in the hopes of bringing light back to their ailing marriage. Now, I just want to make a cliff note here at this point. Granted, it's a new addition to the remake. I callously dismissed this before, but after some digging and some admitted light Googling, the movie theater actually serves as a crucial component and pivotal junction for the character development of the parties within it, and expresses various psychological symbolisms, exposing how different characters personally perceive reality, and just how it illustrates just how James and Eddie's respective guilts create unique and horrifying versions of personal Silent Hill. The Reverie Theater serves significance for each character on account of how present parties experience the location differently, revealing their inner turmoils and the ways Silent Hill purposes its nature against them. To James, the screen appears mostly blank or distorted because he's in an active state of denial. He cannot see the movie because his mind is unwilling to confront reality as it stands. Whereas Eddie is gorging himself on ice cream, symbolizing his cold apathy, inner demons, and darkness slowly consuming him, and the lack of feeling or remorse he shows for his past violent actions. While James's conscience is pushing him towards truth and clarity, Eddie by now has succumbed to his darkness that has been slowly consuming him, and has ultimately fallen to complete spite and inhumanity. Witnessing Laura breach the front doors of Brookhaven Hospital with concern for her safety, Maria and James venture deep inside. Now, before we begin, I just wanted to make a note on the wind that blew through the window when we first entered. While some may dismiss this as nothing, and this may be an overreach on my part, wind in some cultures, and at times, can symbolize spiritual distress or impending tragedy, which is a fitting and clever little omen and addition when you take into account Mary's state of terminal unwellness. So with that, in Silent Hill 2, the areas you explore, as we'll experience with the Brookhaven Hospital, symbolize the protagonist James's repressed memories and the psychological horrors of his past. The hospital serving as themes from fear of illness and diagnosis to medical malpractice to profiteering off human suffering and the unwell could very well reflect his repressed inner turmoil, particularly those surrounding the nature and condition of Mary's diagnosis, state of unease, and the eventual death from her illness. The decaying and claustrophobic environment that we'll explore, including the abusive treatments of patients and blood-stained cells, represent the dark and suffering aspects of his psyche that he's tasked with and forced to inevitably confront. Brookhaven also thematically represents the various states of James's psyche, fear and suffering. Hospitals, in general, are a place that embody fears of sickness, death, and suffering, and ill-portending omen, much like hospices pretend ill tidings, directly relating to James's personal experiences and turmoil over his ill and dying wife, Mary. Mental illness. The atmosphere, padded cells, and other psychological themes directly reflect James's own struggles in regards to his own mental health, and where his sick and twisted ideations first started to manifest, depicted by various encounters and enemies we'll face within the dark halls of Brookhaven, and ultimately, and most notably, the descent into his own personal hell. Sunshine and good vibes, right? Let's kick this shit off with a bang. Welcome back to the carefully curated masterpiece of psychological horror that is Silent Hill 2. Welcome back, everybody. Before we get going, I just want to make sure that I did. Okay, maybe it's just really quiet in here. Yeah, okay, it's just really quiet in here. I know that was a very long monologue. I apologize for that. What's in the desk drawer? Nothing. Okay, I was hoping to find an ink ribbon so I could save my game. We moved 2 feet. I'm Darkside Phil. I need to save every 5 seconds.
We should look around. Might be written down somewhere.
That's right. Okay, we have to find a combination for that cabinet. That cabinet looks like it has a key in it, so it's probably something of importance. So let's see if we can't look around and find some clues, shall we? Actually, you know what? I think I picked up a memo regarding that, but I can't remember what it read, of course. Due to repeated instances of keys getting misplaced, from this point forward, they are to be returned to the locker at the end of every shift. Blah blah blah, memorize padlock, okay. In case of any problems, report to the head nurse in exam room 3. Okay, so that's our directive. So let's head over to exam room 3 and see what we can find. So examination rooms, I would assume, are probably within one of the wings of the hospital, because hospitals are typically lined like that. Remember, if you experience poor appetite or significant weight loss, insomnia or hypersomnia, loss of interest or pleasure in usual activities, feeling of worthlessness or guilt, diminished abilities to think or concentrate, contact your healthcare provider immediately. Okay, so that probably pertains to both James and Eddie in different respects, if I had to guess. We're probably going to see a lot of that within Brookhaven. Okay, none of those open. There's a cabinet with a lock on it. Keep door closed. Oh, we can just bash this in, can't we? Hell yeah. Alright, cool. I doubt James is going to be pardoned for any burglaries, though. I don't think there are any police to arrest or charge us, so I think we're okay. James is here to deliver a prescription of pain for these naughty nurses with our lead pipe. If the second were as high as the number of nurses, it'd still be one short, with 2 of them dead and 1 just a fraud. The third would chop the firewood in half. The first was singular. Okay, hold on. Let me read into this. So the padlock on the cabinet was a 3-digit lock, right? Okay, so if that's a 3-digit lock, singular can either pertain to... If it were pertaining to the first digit, it could be anything between 1 and whatever goes to 9. So that can't be. So if it's a singular, my other interpretation is that the first digit is probably just 1. I think that makes the most sense. The third would chop the firewood in half, and then if the second were as high as the number of nurses, it'd still be 1 short. So I think the other 2 bars of that graph kind of pertain to the placement, to the numerics. So if that's the case, then I think we can accurately presume that the first being singular is most definitely, most certainly, undoubtedly 1. But where to gain this other information, I'm not entirely sure. That's, yeah, I was gonna say, that's rusted. There's no way that's gonna fucking open. If I know my Silent Hill. That and I don't trust the drinking water in this place. Okay, let's see what we can find. Maybe start looking on the walls. Maybe there's some other notes that we have to cross-reference and refer to. But number of nurses. Maybe there's a memo. Maybe there's like a pamphlet that we can pick up. What is this? Oh, it's the map. Hell yeah. See, I love it. I love it when they put the map. It's literally your most valuable resource, aside from your torch and your handgun. And your shotgun. And your health drinks. Everything's a valuable resource. It's a survival horror game. Come on now. You should know how this shit works by this point. Okay, so there's nothing in that room. I think that's the reception office. What's that? Dr. Hughes and Dr. Atkinson in the garden. Okay. I don't see how that helps us. It's nice that they're on a nice picnic dinner date, but I don't see what that has to do with us. What is that? Nurses in training. Okay, Maria just made a statement. Okay, so this is probably pertaining to the note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But he was only able to hire on 7 nurses because he made a claim about being 1 short still. He said 1 was a fraud and he said 2 died, right? Okay, so if he was 1 short, that would mean that there's 1 nurse that would normally be depicted in this photo. But if one of them is a fraud and 2 of them died, 3 from 8 is 5. So if that's the second digit, because the bottom stanza of the thing was referring to the placement of the 3rd number. So let's input 1 and let's input 5, and let's see if we can go figure out what the 3rd numeric is. I have a pretty good feeling about that. Is this Dr. Atkinson and the other? Yeah, okay. Ah. Brookhaven Hospital. Alright, so there's 4 trees, so cutting firewood in half. Does that mean the collective number of trees cut in half, or does that mean cut each tree in half and then add them up? I don't know what that means. Okay, well if there's 4 trees and you cut both in half and you add them up, that doesn't make any sense, because that'd be 2, 4, 6, 8. No, I guess that does make sense. Okay. Let's try inputting 8. Okay, 8 didn't work. Okay, good thing I remembered the placement of the numbers. Okay, so 1, 5, let's try 2. Nice! Hell yeah. Half of 4 is 2. That's quick maths. Sick. Now we got the basement key.
I thought things couldn't get any creepier.
Fucking sick. Okay, now we just gotta find out where the basement is. And I have no idea where the hell the basement is.
More than the other places we've been.
Okay, we can't use the basement key on the inner ward. That's something entirely different. Okay. Yeah, maybe we can ask for a payphone. Maybe it can be like that one show. What is it, Deal or No Deal? Where they, like, ask their family member for, like, a call-in. Or am I thinking of something else? I might be thinking of something else. I might be thinking of... No, it's not Price is Right, is it? What is it? Fuck. I don't know. There's a game show where you can, like, call family members for advice.
It's okay. We don't want to hurt you.
It's like prison, though, but they make a show out of it. You only get 1 phone call, and you gotta make sure the person you call is reliable. So if you ever want to get out on bail, you want to make sure that you call the person that's actually gonna get you out, not some random fucking dickhead jabroni.
But why?
Wait, hold on. It's a survival horror game. Let's go down first. Maybe there's items. Maybe there's trees. It's like Easter, you know? Yeah, look at that. Easter. Easter for James. Pistol rounds. 4 of the bitches as well. Nice. Bam. Basement key. GG's. Okay. What's this? Ah, it's a map of the basement. Okay. Now I know to never ever refer to it ever, so I can get lost repeatedly. Oh, I see. Okay, so the elevator that we tried upstairs must not be in function or something. Oh, it doesn't have power, huh? We have to go and supply it with power. That's what we're doing down here, isn't it? Give me that. 3 more pistol rounds. How many enemies are you gonna throw at me down here? It's a spooky basement and a survival horror game.
Generator.
I don't believe it's entirely safe. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe Silent Hill will actually be the horror game to prove me wrong. Oh, we never used the lever for the garage jack. Oh my god. I forgot about that entirely. I spaced it. I saw that. That was a mannequin, wasn't it? Nice. Okay, I panic rounded a few shots, but... Oh shit. Oh, come on, I couldn't dodge again, piece of shit. Yeah, bitch. I already wasted 2 rounds. I wasn't gonna waste any more. Yoink. Good thing that thing didn't do a lot of damage. I don't even notice a difference in the bloodstains on my jacket. So in the initial SH2, you can't really tell, given the bloodstains on the jacket, but bloodstains on the back of your clothes is how you tell what your health threshold is at. In a Silent Hill Downpour with Murphy Pendleton. Yeah, nice try, bitch. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I hate the fucking aiming in this game. Oh, really? You tanked that? You bitch. Yeah. Damn, holy shit, he hit that one hard. That thing spun out like fucking Dale Earnhardt. Holy shit. Oh, look at that gas can. Nice. Do we have to go fill it? Yeah, it's empty, of course. It could never be that simple, can it? You remember when I was telling you guys that survival horror games are fetch quests? This is exactly what the fuck I was talking about. You can't just pick up a full gas can. It can't be full of unleaded, no. Aw, shit. Yep, more of these things. Okay, I gotta heal. Yeah, Maria, could you not fucking pull an Ashley Graham and run in front of my pistol right when I fire, you fucking idiot? Has nobody ever taught you gun safety? Jesus Christ. It's almost like they want to die so they can blame you and say that you're not taking care of them or something. I don't know what it is with that in blondes, but goddamn, they're dumb. Oh, it's another one of these. God damn it. Running low. Bleach. White laundry detergent. Starch. White sheets. The amount of bleach you use is getting ridiculous, and the sheets are not getting any whiter. I won't ask questions. Just end it. Yeah, that shit's expensive. Oh, okay. We have to take the cart and move it over. See, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably the one aspect of Silent Hill 2 that I really, really, really dislike. I think this is so uninspiring for an environment, having to move these carts around. Like, this is just really annoying. Like, it's a little bit periodic that you have to do it, but it's kind of dumb, really. Like, it just seems like such a mindless fucking throw of physical exertion for nothing. Like, I wish this was more dynamically environmental. Like, I wish there were more things that, like, directly affected the environment, or, like, things with symbolism. Because, like, I think they could have added symbolism to these things. Like, they could have made them dynamic and pertained uniquely to the environments that you explore, instead of just having to mindlessly move a stupid cart. I think that's dumb. Like, for example, there's a part later, I won't say much, just for those who haven't experienced Silent Hill 2 before, because I don't want to give stuff away. So I gotta be very, very careful with how I phrase things. But there's a part in a later area that you explore, where after a certain scene, things turn very dramatically visually different. And I wish there were things like that. So I wish they would, like, story-wise, symbolically, and I use this word a lot, allegorically, make presentative changes or dynamic environmental changes that directly reflected or affected the psychological states of the characters. Yeah. Like, see, how am I missing those rounds, dude? The aiming in this game is so fucking shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, hold on. This is normally bitch mode. I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm getting annoyed with it. Is there an auto aim? Or is there an aim assist? Okay, aim assist magnetism. Let's turn that to high. Because that's getting annoying. I'm really sick of bypassing rounds through enemies and stuff, and like aiming off, just off kilter to their side. Oh, that was good. Okay. Alright, you got me there. Holy shit. Oh my god. Thing beat the shit out of me. Holy crap. That actually scared the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Well done, Silent Hill 2. You got me right there. Can't remember the last time I felt like that. What, Silent Hill 1? No, maybe Silent Hill 3? See, we haven't started up the elevator yet. I gotta figure out where to put this gas. Oh, we just got it from the other room. Okay, we just have to do a loop-de-loop. Alright. Are there more enemies? Have they come over to huff some gasoline? No? Okay. You sure you guys don't want to hit this? Alright. Final offer. Going once. Going twice. Okay. I mean, it'd be really hard to huff without a huffing hose, because I don't have a huffing hose. Let me guess. Okay, now that we've turned it on...
Let's check out that elevator.
Let me guess. No? Yeah, okay. Fuck you, you piece of shit. Make a really good doormat. Be sure to wipe my boots off on you every time. Okay, and this is how we access and bypass that left wing that was blocked off with the door. I see. At least I think so. Yeah, are we on the other side? Oh, no. Okay, I know where we are. Yeah, we're in the first hall. Okay. So, we have to go up to floor 2. That's our aim right now. You know, it'd be really nice. Like, would it kill them to put some elevator music in here? I know nobody likes hospitals, but when you have to come to a hospital, it should be at least a partially enjoyable time. You know, you have ailing family members, you have dying fucking family and shit like that. I want some nice jazzy jams for my elevators. You know, the waiting room should always have a water dispenser and a vending machine in it, so you can get some Cheetos or some pretzels while you're sitting down waiting for your grandfather to tell you their will. Oh, it's starting to rain. So, the water serves as a very prevalent theme within Silent Hill 2. It's one of the most prolific things about it. It's kind of iconic for Silent Hill 2, because it pertains directly to James's mental state and his psyche and the erosion. Like I was saying before. So I'm guessing the rain is letting up because James's mental state, like subconsciously, his psyche now knows that he's in a depressive environment, so the rain has started.
That's fine.
Outside.
What's going on? Are you sure?
It's nothing. Probably just a hangover.
That's right, pop some pills, you addict. Numb the pain.
Yeah.
Couldn't be a rehabilitation center in Silent Hill, could there? Of course not. Where the fuck are our tax dollars going? Come on, man. See, it almost makes me feel bad, but I know she's gonna be numbed up with medication, so now I don't feel too terrible. She's gonna be having a light, happy time. It's alright. She'll just vibe out and veg for a little while.
Go look for Laura.
Yeah, it's okay. Now we don't have to deal with her. We don't have to carry her around like a pocket accessory sidekick. That's nice. James sure could use a shave. Goddamn. Put him in an Old Spice commercial. He's dressed for it. He looks like he just came out of the 50s.
What will you do?
This game came out in like 2001, dude. Get your shit together, bro.
I haven't really thought about that.
Yeah, I know you haven't. It's very evident. You look like you just strolled out of a Goodwill.